Oh yeah, baby. Got him. Trout. What is up, everybody? Fish Hawk here. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. We're gonna do some trout fishing at a local pond. I forgot to do an intro, so this will be my intro. I'm gonna show you guys my setup real quick, and then we'll get right into the fishing. Stay tuned. Starting out with the rod and reel, I'm using a PC Fun Viper 2 size 1000 reel. I have a Field & Stream Tech Light. This is a 5'6" ultralight rod, and the line I'm using is 4-pound Fluoro Clear made by P-Line. The bait that I'm going to be using is power bait honeyworms. I'm going to be using a trout magnet float. I'm also going to be using some BB sized split shot. The jig we're using today is actually an ice jig. It's very small and it works good this time of year because the fish are very picky and finicky. You want to downsize your presentation this time of year and you'll get some more bites that way. I really like the black jig head with that bright eye right in the center. I think it really stands out and helps trigger some bites. I already have a honeyworm on here, and that's basically what you want it to look like. You want to make sure that honeyworm is as straight as possible so it looks natural, and you also want to make sure that your jig is hanging horizontally below your float. All right, guys, here's the rig I'm going to be using today. In a condensed version, I kind of smushed it all together so you guys could see all the components at once, but we have our ice jig and honeyworm. We have a BB split shot, another BB split shot, and the float. Between the float and the ice jig is actually 3 feet of line. That's going to vary depending on where you're fishing and what you're fishing for, but I have the ice jig here. I have about 2 feet of line between the ice jig and that first BB split shot. Then I have about another foot or so and another BB split shot. And then I have about 8 or 10 inches and my float. You want to space these BB split shot out, and you also want to make sure that this BB split shot down here near your jig isn't too close to the jig or the fish will see it. So that's why I have about 1.5 feet, 2 foot of line between the ice jig and that first BB split shot. But yeah, that's the rig. Very easy to use, very customizable. You can move this float up and down the line by sliding it or just pulling out the center pin and moving it up or down. You might want to fish it at 2 foot, you might want to fish it at 3, or you might want to go to like 5 or 6 foot, but it's very customizable. You can even change the bait or lure that you're using. This technique is very good in the wintertime when the fish are very picky and finicky. It will definitely trigger some bites, so make sure you guys try this out. Let's get into the fishing. Fish on. Oh yeah, baby. Nice trout. No? It's a bass. Yeah. Just a little feller, but right in the top of the lip. All right, guys. First fish. On the little ice jig and honeyworm. And we got a bobber. Little float and fly technique. Shout out to my buddy Shane. All right, little buddy. I'll see you later. There he goes. We're on the board. I'm basically just casting this out there and letting it drift naturally. I'm not giving it any action at all. And it's just kind of, current's just kind of moving it down the bank here. Fish on. Oh, missed him. Pretty sure it was a trout. I could see the flash, the silver flash. He was on for a second. Cast back out there. Got him. Trout. Nice one too. Real nice one. Look at that. That's a big rainbow trout. All right, we're gonna put him back. There he goes. Man, that was a nice trout. That was a real nice trout. That was cool. On the old ice jig and honey worm. Oh, dang it, another trout. I missed him. Saw the silver flash when I set the hook. Didn't miss that one. This is a little fella. Hooked him right in the top of the lip. All right, guys. The last one was much bigger. There he is. Going back out to the depths. This honeyworm has about had it. Caught a bass and 2 trout on it so far. See if we can catch at least one more on it. Taking it off and threading it on a little different. Those trout teeth really tear this thing up. Man, it is pouring the snow down right now, boys. But we're still out here fishing. It's actually very difficult for me to see. I mean, it's snowing so hard. And I'm trying to focus on a tiny little bobber way out there. Kind of makes you about half dizzy. Got him that time. Fish on. What do we got? Oh my gosh, it's a crappie. Look at this, guys. Look at that. That's a nice crappie too. That is awesome. Barely hooked too. Decent little crappie. All right, let's put him back. There he goes. I got my buddy sitting over here watching me. We'll put on a new honey worm. This one's pretty tore up. A new one might give me a few more bites. Has some more scent on it. Dang, it's hard to thread the bait on a tiny hook when it is freezing cold and wet. How's that look, guys? I think that looks pretty good. Right now I'm just casting it as far as I can, and I'm just giving it a few twitches, maybe every 10-15 seconds. I'm just twitching my rod a little bit and giving that jig just a little action. But there is a little bit of current and it's moving the bobber on its own, so you don't need to give it a lot of action, especially this time of year when it's freezing cold. Got him that time. That's a trout. That's a trout. Here we go, baby. Finally. We're gonna let you go, buddy. We're gonna let you go. Right in the top of the lip. Let me wet my hand real quick. As cold as it is. Popped right out. We'll go ahead and toss him back in. There he goes. All right, guys, that makes 3 rainbow trout, 1 largemouth bass, and 1 crappie. I'm pretty happy with the fish that we've caught today. Considering the conditions that I'm fishing, it's pretty tough. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. Had a lot of fun, caught some really cool fish, and fished in some tough conditions, but that float and fly technique really shines in those tough conditions. Make sure you guys try it out. If you're new to my channel and you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. All the gear I used in this video will be linked down in the description. If you guys are interested in any Fishhawk merch, the link for that will be down in the description as well. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you so much for watching. Fishhawk out.